This is my 1998 KTM EXC 250 two-stroke rebuild. I did this rebuild series a while ago. I've gone back and wanted to put it all into one video, re-edit it, and explain a little bit more of what I did, the cost, and how long the bike has lasted me. Now, the bike has lasted me really well. Going from when I first picked it up, I was really worried about what I just did, because I got rid of my really clean 250F, what was terrible for hard enduro, to buy this and fully rebuild it as it was in terrible condition. But I never look back now because it was a really good idea, as I've learnt so much from this bike. So good to rebuild, cheaper and a lot better, and it's still serving me well today. So with that all said, sit back and relax and listen to the montage. And the engine is out. That's a big milestone to any build. And as the engine was out, I could just really look at it of how grubby this thing was, and spray painted up this bad boy was too. But with no hesitation, I cracked into her.
So then, why?
And as you can see, the damage was atrocious. Look at that. I'm assuming it was because of not enough oil in the mixture and over time of abuse and longevity on the top end too. And also it was a cheap Chinese piston, what I found inside of it, so it got rebuilt.
I'm surprised that didn't kick the bucket.
So the base gasket ended up being a plastic material. I don't even think it was heat resistant, but somehow it was running, and the bike was running pretty good, and the piston was in shocking condition. This was it next to the piston what I just taken out of my bike, what had 170 hours on it. So it had a few rub marks on it, but it wasn't as bad as this was. This had hardly any carbon when it come out of the bike, so a bit dodgy, but...
The speaker lead his audience into the scene he described by creating an imaginary picture.
And as I pulled the piston off, it was in terrible condition, very close to blowing up. And it was actually a cheap Chinese piston, so another reason why it didn't last long. And as for the bottom end, it was surprisingly in good condition. The wrist pin bearing is in good condition. The bottom end was actually in really good condition. I ran this bottom end for now 200 hours nearly, so I'm going to be swapping it out after this top end, what I've just recently done. Now it's time for the plastics and all that, so we'll just roll the B-roll and let it happen.
So then, why? It helps the speaker lead his audience into the scene he described by creating an imaginary picture. Usually it's something that moves. So then, why?
And with that, it's rocking fresh plastics, and it looks really nice with fresh plastics. I went for the all orange, the striker seat cover. It's all been scratched up or broken now, but then it was really clean. At this point, I had the top end wrapped up and all sent away, so I went ahead and bought some swing arm guards and all the hardware you would need, and a rear tail light. And with that, I just went on putting the rest of the bike together while I waited for the cylinder to come back from Melbourne from Electro Seal, as it needed a fair bit of welding and obviously a rear nickel seal, but it came back looking brand new, so I just kept on chipping away at the bike, what started looking mint. And just like that, a month later, a beautiful cylinder, a piston, and all the hardware you need for a 250 to be ripping. The cylinder cost just over $900 for the re-sleeve, recoat and hone, and it got blasted and powder coated and whatever else they do, and they had to do a lot of welding inside of it, so it came back beautiful. So we wasted no time to jump in and rebuild this, as it's been sitting here for about a month now waiting for that top end to come back with a rag and glad wrap around the block, which I already mounted back in the frame, as you can see here. It was freshly painted and everything, so I just did that just so it can be all 80% done, ready for the top end. So we smashed through this top end and we got it ready.
It helps the speaker lead his audience into the scene he described by creating an imaginary picture. Usually it's something that moves.
And just like that, the top end was done and ready to rip after around about 3 months of planning and building and waiting for parts. She was finally ready to go to the bush. So I waited till the morning, and then I wasted no time but to give her thing the first start, run it through some heat cycles, and then send it out to the bush. But here we go, this is the first start. And this is after 8 months of riding, and it's got around about 85 hours on it right now. When I did this video, this was like a update video. So the next couple shots I'll do is the bike now as it sits. And this here is when the bike has a new frame, swingarm, and all the new stuff in it. A fresh top end with only probably 10 hours on it. On the rebuild, she's going good. Whew. Okay, we'll keep on cracking. Pretty hot today, so I'm just going to be doing this, practicing hill climbs and that too. It's too hot to be in singles. It's quite nice sitting here in the shade with the bike on its side. That's hard enduro. Yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure you like and subscribe. And yeah, fucking that video, that rebuild video I did ages ago, probably nearly 2 years ago. And this is the bike sitting right here on its side in the future. So it really worked out, this bike. I'm really happy with it. It sings and everything. But yeah, I'll roll a couple of hill climbs and yeah, call it a video. Cheers. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. And as always, ride hard. Whoops. Sorry, bike. Fuck that one. My boot stabs through the shifter. God damn. I'm gonna come get the camera. So that's where I ended up. Bootless now. Yes, I'm not wearing socks. I couldn't find any. Now this is that steep that look. I'm looking up at it. Like, it's hard to tell how actually steep this rock face is by the camera, but it's nearly vertical. It's steep. You can tell by this rock face, it is vertical there. Trees right there. Yeah, you can just see right there the angle what that bike's on, and my boot stabbed on. So let's go have a look at that. Oh, just got to get up here barefoot. Everything's sharp. Well, a bit of a drop there. You won't want to fall. Just what I'm trying not to do. There you go. Got the fuel off. So when your bike's tipped over like this, if it's carbureted, you gotta turn that fuel off. I don't think I'm leaking any, guys. No. Okay. So, yeah. That's what happened. It's insane. My boots are wrecked, by the way. Oh, these bloody March flies. Whew. As you can see, stabbed right through. Jesus. Yep. Okay, now I gotta get this bike down because I'm not kick-starting it up here and getting it up there. I'm so glad I didn't buy a new exhaust, because watch this. The one time I used it come off. Oh, that felt so lovely. That felt so brutal. Sorry, bye. That's on the exhaust. I'm sorry, motorcycle. I've lost the bolt out of here. Look out. Oh, I'm sorry, motorbike. Oh, lovely, that plastic.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Fuck me. Sometimes you put your money on your side and you're just like, why do I do this? Oopsie. It's fucked it.